So you've heard about Grant Park. Historic homes, tree-lined streets, the zoo, the park itself, 31 acres of green space inside the perimeter, and a median home price that makes your eyes water. But before you fall in love with the idea of Grant Park, there are 5 things nobody tells you, and at least 2 of them could cost you serious money if you don't know going in. So the median home price in Grant Park right now, you're looking at about $650,000 to $750,000 for a move-in ready single-family home. Renovated Victorians can easily push past $1 million. And entry level, if you can find it, starts in the high 4s for a fixer-upper or a smaller bungalow. So with that context, let's talk about the 5 things nobody tells you. Number 1, the Grant Park premium is real, and it's driven by scarcity. Grant Park is a historic district, which means that the supply is capped. Nobody's building a new subdivision of 50 new homes here. When a property comes on the market, especially a renovated one, there are typically multiple offers within the first week. You're not negotiating from strength as a buyer in Grant Park. You are competing. If you're not pre-approved, if your financing is not solid, if you're contingent on selling another home, you're gonna lose to the cash buyer or the conventional buyer who's waived everything. This is not me being dramatic. That is the reality of a supply-constrained historic district. Number 2, the historic district rules are not suggestions. If you buy in the Grant Park Historic District, which covers a large portion of the neighborhood, any exterior changes to your home that are visible from the street need approval from the Atlanta Urban Design Commission. Want to change your windows, replace the front door, paint your exterior a different color, add a porch, you need a certificate of appropriateness. The process takes time and it's not guaranteed. I've seen buyers close on a Grant Park Victorian, excited to put their stamp on it, and then discover they can't change half the things they wanted to change. If you love the historic character as is, this is a feature. It protects the neighborhood's integrity. And if you want to make your home look completely different, this is a constraint that you're going to need to factor in. Number 3, the park is both a gift and a liability. The Grant Park itself is incredible. You've got walking trails, playgrounds, there's the farmers market on Sundays, there's Zoo Atlanta. But living adjacent to a major public park also means parking spillover on event days, noise on festival weekends, and more foot traffic past your front door, especially the closer you are to the actual park itself, right? If you're buying on a street that borders the park, you're buying the park's energy, for better or for worse. So I think it is important for you to walk the block on a Sunday afternoon during the farmers market, then walk it on a Tuesday at 10 p.m. You need to know both versions of the neighborhood. Number 4, so schools. Grant Park feeds into Atlanta public schools, so we're talking Parkside Elementary, King Middle, Maynard Jackson High. Same pyramid as East Atlanta Village, and so the schools have been improving and the parent community is engaged, but they're not gonna be Decatur City schools. So if you're moving from out of state and assuming that a $750,000 home comes with top-tier public schools by default, you may need to reset that expectation. A lot of Grant Park families use charter schools, private schools, or APS choice programs. So you're gonna factor that into your budget if schools matter to you. Number 5, the BeltLine proximity is already priced in. The Southside Trail runs right along that eastern edge of Grant Park, and so that's gonna connect it to the broader BeltLine network, which is a massive amenity. I mean, walkability to restaurants, breweries, and neighborhoods without getting in your car. And Atlanta's not historically known as a walkable city, so this is a massive thing for us. But here's what nobody says. The price appreciation from BeltLine has already happened. 5, 6, 7 years ago, buying near the future BeltLine was a speculation play. Today, it's a known amenity and it's fully reflected in the price. So you're not getting a deal because the trail might come. You're paying for the trail that's already here or nearly here, and that's fine. Just know you're paying for it, right? So the question that everyone asks is Grant Park a good investment in 2026? Here's my take. Grant Park is one of the most historically resilient neighborhoods in Atlanta. Even during market dips, Grant Park holds value better than most in-town neighborhoods because the inventory is so limited and the demand is so consistent. It is a spectacular area. If you can't afford the entry price and you love the historic character and the park lifestyle, Grant Park is a long-term winner. But if you're stretching to buy here and you're giving up things that matter, school quality, renovation flexibility, budget breathing room, You need to be really honest with yourself about whether the premium is worth it for your actual life, not just for the idea of living in Grant Park. So here's my rule for anyone looking in Grant Park, East Atlanta Village, Decatur. Any of those neighborhoods in my corridor from Midtown down to Jonesboro. Date the neighborhood before you marry it. Get a midterm rental, even for 3 months. Walk to the coffee shop, go to the farmer's market, test the commute, because Atlanta traffic will hurt your feelings. See if you actually use the park or if it's just a pretty view you drive past. Now, if you're trying to figure out which in-town neighborhood actually fits your budget, your lifestyle, and your 5-year plan, I've got the Atlanta Homebuyer Blueprint linked below. It includes my neighborhood comparison matrix, the midterm rental strategy, and the exact checklist I use with my relocation clients. Grab it using the link, and if you want to talk specifics, book a free buyer strategy call with me. Make sure you know what the listing is not telling you. Strategy, not stress. Thanks for watching. See you next time.